Hello, divine man. Hello, divine woman, and welcome to this healing space. I just realized Spirit has been talking to me all day, so I've recorded several chapters today, actually. But one thing that I realize is that healing isn't a phase. Healing isn't how you feel for a specific moment. Healing is life. So when you see healing behind the scenes, honestly and truly, it's just life behind the scenes. When we look at Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, any form of social media, everybody just wants to show the highlights. And sometimes those highlights aren't even real. What is the difference between that and life? Oh, wait. Exactly. There's no difference. So this series is actually talking about life behind the scenes, the part of life that nobody ever really wants to talk about. And that is healing. That is the pain. That is the tears. That is the parts, the vulnerable parts of us that we don't want anybody to know. And I know, especially for men, we are put under the impression that when we express ourselves, when we do anything but be strong, that is being weak. And it's not. You know, when I initially followed Spirit's call to do this series, I was like, damn, I already know I'm gonna start hearing people talking about why you gotta put your business out there and why you doing that, and all this bull smack. And I realized that I've been hearing that a lot in life, but I'm realizing that the reason that I keep hearing that is because it's forcing people to really take a look at themselves and sit with what makes them uncomfortable about themselves. Okay? Like accepting the parts of you that you really do not want to accept. So really quickly, for you that's listening to this because you want to heal, for you that's listening to this because you just want to gain more knowledge, or you're just tuning in for the first time, I want to say thank you first and foremost. And I also want to commend you. You are a superman. You are a superwoman. Okay? Putting all the fictional superheroes aside, you are a real superhero because you're focused on your healing. You want to dive in to knowing more of who you are, and that takes courage. That takes power. That is not fucking weak. Okay? Regardless of what anybody says, you are not fucking weak, because it takes a lot. Okay, it takes a lot, whether you do it one time or continuously. It takes a lot to truly sit with yourself and acknowledge where you fall short and be okay with that and allow that to heal. So I commend you, divine man. I commend you, divine woman, for putting yourself out there to be the best person you can possibly be. And I have no doubt that you will reap the rewards. You will definitely reap the rewards. So I initially pulled some cards from my Ostinato Oracle deck, and it was supposed to be some messages for me, but I was led to do this recording, so I figured I might as well add it. So the first card that came out is number 17. It says turn, and off the back what I'm getting is a shift in vibrations. Okay, energies are shifting, changing, something is moving. Okay, and then when I look this up, it says sense the dance. So what I'm hearing intuitively is, while you're finding your new vibration, while you're elevating, while your cups are being switched, it requires finding your tempo, finding your beat. think about when you're in the club or something, or you're somewhere where music is playing. When the DJ shifts from one song to the next, you sometimes you get a misstep, but you find your step again to match that new beat. That's the same thing, okay? So find your flow. The second card is note, okay, and it's the number 6. This says make a mark. Okay, so when I grew up playing the piano, and when you see a note, it lets you know what you got to do, how you got to do it, and when to do it. Okay, it lets you know if you're doing this with your left hand or your right hand, so on and so forth. So while you're finding your tempo, your flow, make sure that you are being guided by the right thought process. Make sure that you're not allowing your mind to be clouded by emotions. Allow yourself to be led by your intuition, by what feels right, okay? And then the next card is piano. It's in reverse, and it's the number 20. When it comes to the piano and sheet music, it tells you, play a little lower. And over here, it says be gentle. Yes, so be gentle. Slow it down. Take it easy with yourself. You got to rest. You got to rejuvenate yourself while you find your tempo again, while you find your flow again. And things will be released, and that can drain your energy. Be patient with yourself. All right? Then the next card is 30, O Alta. Alto, that makes me think of moving up, elevating. Like while you're doing these initial steps, you're gonna start finding your way. You're gonna start moving forward, and it says, "Yep, raise your vibration." You're gonna find your flow. That there's no doubt about that. You're gonna find your flow, regardless of where you are, regardless of how you feel. You're gonna find your flow. So don't worry. Just go with the flow and allow things to fall into place. And then 19 is forte. Okay, that means get loud. Okay, once you find your flow, don't let anything stop you. Don't slow down. Look, I cannot make this up. I literally looked at the paper and it says get loud for 19. So get loud, okay? Do you. Don't let anybody hold you back. You are where you are for a reason. You went through everything you went through for a reason, okay? It was not with, oh my gosh, listen, y'all. I'm gonna end up busting some tears out over here, because it's like so many people, they're trying to shut us down. They want us to be quiet. They don't want us to move forward. They want us to be the butt of their joke. A lot of people do not care, okay? They will tell you shit to keep you down. And then when you look back at your life, you're like, what is going on? I'm alone and I'm going through all this shit. Like, I cannot find my way out. Don't let people who are not at your level, don't let people at a low energy, people at a low vibration determine the outcome of your life. I know as a child, until a teenager, growing up, I used to let people try to tell me shit, okay? Like, people used to try to peer pressure me into shit. And I used to, like, I was very logical, so I wouldn't fall into it. But if it was something that seemed like something I've never done or interested in, I would like persuade myself into it afterwards. Don't let people do that. You are too smart, you are too wise, you are too valuable to let people bring you down, okay? So once you find your flow, get loud, get proud, okay? Do you, boo. And then 15, Mercado. I cannot remember what that one is, but it looks like an upside down V. Okay, so it's like what I'm hearing is you're reaching your peak. It's making me think of how people say, I'm at the prime of my life, or I was at the prime of my life, or I'm approaching the prime of my life. You're going to reach your peak, okay? And it says be intentional. Now, with these different steps, which is each card that I've mentioned, it's you getting closer to your peak. However, there's going to be times where you feel down, okay? You are going to feel down. There's no ifs, buts about it. There's no negative energy that I'm spreading, no nothing. I'm speaking facts. You're gonna be down some days. But in the midst of that, understand that you're only on the path to greatness, okay? So while you're finding your path to greatness, don't let anybody bring you down, okay? Don't let anybody try to put you down before it's time. Don't let anybody get you in a lower vibration. Okay, yes, you will have your challenges. Don't allow people to give you unnecessary challenges. Don't allow people to get you in a negative rut. Okay, if you're not aligned to be there. Okay, so just a little bit of encouragement. You got this. Keep going. Don't stop. You're almost to where you want to be, and then there's so much more left after that. And until next time, thanks for tuning into this message. Thanks for rocking with me. I'm sending you peace, love, light, and until next time, divine man, divine woman,